All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and our home team. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Here we go. Two times. Three down. Deep rip.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's coming. Double up. Hustle.
Thomas looking to throw on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's bring it. Shoot.
Now Thomas from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Check, 59. I know he ain't got it.
On first down, Wynn. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Haskins. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. 19 yards there on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to, and if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Thomas. And he finds his man, that's Sweeney. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
15, 1, 15. Let's go, D.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down, Freeman.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
It's caught. Jones. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Thomas now to throw on 3rd down. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now it's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's Haskins to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And touchdown! George Kittle, 49 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
30 base.
Right there, 56. You don't know no better. Kill. Back.
Shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. Thomas. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's get that ball right here. Check 9.
You draw forfeit. 5.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He completes it to Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Man, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Hey, Zoo.
Mike, check.
What up?
To throw is Thomas. To throw on second down. He's got this complete to Marcel Aitman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's Thomas from the gun on 3rd down. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Thomas looking to throw on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Thomas. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right here.
2nd and 11. Gets it off to Freeman. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw. Thomas, caught by Jones. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
50, plant. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now Thomas off the play fake. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Geis. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Thomas now operating from the gun. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On play action, Haskins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Haskins going to throw again. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown! A great effort there. 43 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
90 Wolf.
To throw is Thomas. To throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right, got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 6. Complete to Jones. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 2 stop.
Check 56. Drop deep, drop deep.
Hey, exit.
56 to Mike.
Ready?
Here's Thomas looking to throw on 2nd down. This complete to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Thomas. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Hey,
check 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs.
All day, defense, all day. Check 15, check 15.
Play action. Haskins gonna let one fly for Robinson. And the throw there gonna be incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Thomas, off play action. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A heck of a way to start the fourth quarter, just south of 40 yards on the pickup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Freeman. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hit it.
To throw on second down. Thomas. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that?
And it'll be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Fielded at the 20.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf.
Get ready, get ready.
Deep rip.
They start on the ground with Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Back to throw. Thomas got an open man. It's Aitman. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. Now this throw caught left side. Last week in that wild card win, only one catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? This is Geis. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are able to cut into that lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now.
And this is going to be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 11-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Win. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Watch the safety creep. Big end. Under 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Haskins going to try to throw it. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's third down.
Set. 60 out low. Check. 59. I don't think you got it, son.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
Check.
Haskins to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second and goal from the 1. Now Haskins to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal